Hey Summers!
Hi everyone!
Welcome to Make 2 and another neighbor visit. We got an invitation from Roberto to visit his town, and this is the house he wanted us to look at. It's on the mainland, near the bridge to the mysterious island. And as you can see, it's very... what's the word?
Impressively large?
Impressive.
That's two words.
Yeah. And...
Big would be another word.
Elegant looking building, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like an ordinary house.
Lots of adjectives, and indeed it's not an ordinary house.
Okay, so clearly it's built on a teen idol mansion lot with this special fence. Wow, why do those trees have that box around it? I think thanks to this new update, some of these trees have the box at the bottom, and it's ridiculous that their own lot... I think they got the tree thing wrong with this update, but anyway, it's a rant for another day. Okay, so this house is, we think...
It's some kind of boarding school.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think, yeah. I don't know what type. We're going to get to the basement at the end, which has some potential hints about what this school really is for. So if you have thoughts after taking the tour with us, do let us know in the comments. But let's first of all go with Draco into the main doors here. There's a very well constructed, good sense of space. There's a very long corridor which is pretty wide.
Yeah.
And at the end there's another kind of T-shape to the corridor which gives some nice seating area and some elevators to the second floor.
But it's not just the one long corridor, because it opens out onto the side here to get around the central spiral staircase, which is a really cool idea.
Yeah, a really good design. So let's go in proper now. On the left we have a dining room, which is really nice and big, and you can see at the side these empty rooms with nothing inside them, and that's just to add texture to the shape of the house overall, shape of the building. I think that's a nice touch. You don't need to use all the space. Yeah. You can just have some just for making the place look good.
Can I just say, I really like the way Roberto turned those tables. You often see people stack the tables like end on long ends so that they're a really long and skinny table, but what he's done actually is instead put the table, you know, side on so that it looks like a thicker, bigger table.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. On the other side, which is also a very sensible place to put a big kitchen in a big school, right opposite the dining room.
Very nice.
This is nicely specced with double ovens and everything. Moving along, we're now into the rest of the atrium. Here's a spiral staircase to the second floor with a couple of grandfather clocks. And on one side, as you said before, we've got this kind of through corridor thing. And behind that, we have a communal bathroom with showers as well. That's mirrored on the other side. So obviously I guess one side is for girls and one side is for boys.
Yep.
Now as we move back, again we've got mirrored rooms on this side. Here we have a whole bunch of really fancy, these nice leather chairs, a desk at the front and a big TV. So I thought either this is a training room or a classroom.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard to tell. It's been a while since I've been to school. Maybe schools do all have these big, rather than blackboards, maybe they do have.
It was some sort of
TVs.
fancy boarding school. It's not a TV, it could be like a projector or something.
Yeah, yeah. And the back we've already spoken about, sort of nice, wide corridor. And it's also got these cool, fancy fireplaces, which are really nice. So the students get to relax here and watch TV, so it's kind of like an open common room or maybe just a lobby area for other people who are visiting. Out the back, just a couple of places to sit and a trampoline.
And garden.
And of course garden. So let's go back up now to the front of the property and go up to the second floor.
Do those elevators go up or down?
Those elevators go, I think one goes up, one goes down.
Okay.
So from the spiral staircase you're into another common area with a ping pong table. On one side, again you've got another type of T-shaped corridor, and there's two bedrooms. One on this side with 5 beds, and one on this side with a different set of 5 beds. So this is where we get into the dormitories.
Yeah, so girls' side and boys' side.
Yeah. On one side they have, next to the bedroom, you have a...
library?
Yep. And on the other side, a common room with these make-out couches and the big TV.
Cool.
Here we have a spiral staircase up to the third floor. Another cross corridor, which takes us out to this little balcony on either side. That's just a nice little touch. And then moving down to the back, we have some private rooms. So there's 3 private rooms here.
Yeah, I think these are for teachers.
Yes, that makes sense.
And then this might be an office for maybe the school administrator or somebody.
Yeah, and people coming in to wait to see them. And both from this private room and from the spiral staircase, you can access the 3rd floor. So let's follow this elevator. Oh no, that goes... Oh, I see, that's the elevator from the 1st floor goes into this private bedroom. So from the spiral staircase, we go up to the 3rd floor, and here we have a whole row of double dorm rooms. So there's a bathroom at the front on either side here to this 1st room here, which also has a little walk-in closet, and the same on the other side. The other bedrooms, you've got 3 on each side. They have closets in the rooms, no ensuite bathroom, and you've got 3 there with 2 beds and 3 on the other side.
So I think these are for older students, and maybe the ones in the front are for prefects, who are minding the students, or resident assistants, whatever you call them, on your side of the pond. And then back here?
Back here is a really big games room, so maybe this whole floor is for, well, I'd call it the 6th form or the seniors, so they get good treatment with mirror balls and games and stuff, and they can get pizza in and ping pong tables. So that's really well designed. And you got to really obviously work out what's going on with all these beds everywhere. And again, there's another access to a little balcony here.
So I actually went to boarding school. This is a lot nicer than the one I went to.
Well, let's now follow this elevator down to the basement. This is a pretty cool floor. So there's, again, cool public space here with some of these sci-fi books. This whole floor is done in that sci-fi theme. There's an exercise room over here, and I'm going to say changing room over here, and there's quite a lot of these ghost catchers on this floor. I don't quite know what they're for. I think maybe they're just meant to be lights or some kind of cool thing. I don't know if they're actually meant to be ghost devices. Now this is a really cool room. I really love Roberto's use of rugs. It's all in black, a single door in the middle. You go down sort of this corridor of carpets to sit in the single chair to use the desk.
Yeah.
So this is obviously for the principal or whoever's in charge of this school.
Or maybe it's Cerebro.
Ooh.
Maybe this is the X-Men mansion. Interesting.
Wow, you just blow my mind. Well, the rest of this floor, there's a computer room. On the other side,
Yeah, because listen, if that one room here was Cerebro, then it makes sense that this room is where you find, where Professor X would see all the mutants when he was hooked into Cerebro with the globe, I mean.
Yeah, and all the weird lighting is because of that. And then, yeah, maybe this is just weird X-Men science stuff.
Or, where they changed into their costumes and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then this over here would be the danger room where they, where they do stuff.
So we're looking at Professor X's school for the, what's it called?
School for the Gifted.
School for the Gifted.
Perhaps. Well, we're not saying we are, we aren't, but, we're soliciting comments from you guys. And maybe that's why the teachers' rooms have different personalities as well, because each of the X-Men, obviously, or the adult X-Men, would have their own particular way of doing their room.
Interesting. I like this theory because I like the X-Men.
So it's definitely nicer than the boarding school I went to, because there was no mutant training at mine.
Except far more dangerous. Okay, well, Roberto, this has been a great house to look at and definitely inspired us to think about what it could be. So thanks for all the imaginative touches and for helping us use our imaginations too.
Yeah. So please let us know what you guys think in the comments below, and let us know what you think the house might be. And otherwise, if you're new to our channel, feel free to subscribe, because we've got plenty more Sims FreePlay videos on the way.
Thanks for watching.